Hi everyone, James here, back with another look inside the box. This time it's the Airfix 1 to 144 Siddeley Trident 1C. On the box art is the aircraft scheme I'm going to do for the Duxford series and the start of 2022 builds. Is this one. This is a vintage classic. This side is just a warning, a brief history and the scheme, and again on both sides is the box art. In the box you get the kit itself, instructions and the decals. Having a look at the plastic first. And a nice feature is the individually wrapped clear parts. As it's the vintage kit, it does state that the tooling is from 1966, so you expect the detail not to be great, the parts count as well, and expect the parts to be flashy. So start off with this one. There's no sprue name. This is the first sprue. Is one side of the top and bottom wings. The detail is quite sparse. There is raised detail as well as recessed lines for the control surfaces. There is your basic landing gear at the wheels and the rear control surfaces half, and some engine parts as well as the bulkhead. Second sprue, there is a part that's come loose, is the other side wing halves. The boarding, stairs, and then the other parts of the landing gear and doors. And then lastly, the two fuselage halves. As again, there is finely raised detail and recessed control surfaces. And also the other half of the rear tail. Moving on to the clear transparencies, all you get is the front windscreen and the passenger compartment area windows. Look fairly clear. There is some distortion, but you could expect that as it's a curve. It's not going to be perfect. And there's your windows for the passenger area. They are relatively clear. Then moving on to the decals. It does state on the box, they are printed by a cartograph. They do look decent. They are matte, quite thin, they're in good register, crystal clear. You can read what the decals say. Just moving in for a close-up. Lastly, the instructions. You have the title of the aircraft, vintage classic. There is several languages of, again, the brief history. So opening up to steps 1 and 2 are straight away you're just adding the doors to the fuselage, both sides. Quite a quick one this, 3 and 4, you're joining the two halves together and at the same time adding the transparencies and the bulkhead to the fuselage, gluing the two wing halves together and then adding them also 4 and 5, sorry. You're building up the engines and the rear tail / control surfaces. 6, if you want to, two options here, have the landing gear up or down, and you're adding various details on the underside of the aircraft. And then lastly 7 is the passengers' steps up into the aircraft. And then on the back is the single scheme you get, but there is research notes saying you get 3 or 4 other registration letters, so you can make 3 or 4 aircraft. So that is the review of Airfix's 1 to 144 Hawker Siddeley Trident 1C. Thanks for watching.